Have you ever tasted a soup that is so rich and creamy that you can't stop thinking about it? Well, that's how I feel about this Tuscan bean soup, and I can't wait to share this recipe with you. From the aromatic herbs to the creamy beans, every bite of this soup is delightful. Let me show you how to put this together. Pronto? Allora andiamo a cucinare. Ciao my friends, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Lucia and this is where I teach you easy recipes for everyday healthy cooking. And today is definitely a healthy recipe, especially if you're on the Mediterranean diet. It totally falls in line with that. So to get started, we need a stock pot that we need to place over medium-high heat. To that we want to add a couple tablespoons of olive oil. So to start, I have an onion that I have diced and I'm trying to keep all the pieces about the same size as the bean. Just so that there's a consistency in sizes and some pieces aren't too big or too hot. So to the couple tablespoons of olive oil, we want to go ahead and add one onion. And to that, I have some garlic that I've minced, and I have about 4 cloves. And you always want to add the garlic with the onions because if you add it in the hot oil, sometimes it'll burn if it's too hot. All right, to the onions now, we want to add some salt and we want to add some cracked pepper. And we just want to cook for a couple minutes until the onions start to get translucent. Now to that I have some carrots that I've diced up. I know sometimes people are not sure of the quantities of what to add. I like to make mine a little bit more heavy on the vegetable side. So I have about 3-4 carrots that I've diced up. It's about 2 cups. So I'm doing about 2 cups of carrots and 2 cups of celery. So I'm just going to add that and we just want to let that cook just for a couple minutes. Now to the carrots, I'm going to add my celery that I've cut up, and again, it's about 2 cups, and I think this was about somewhere between 4 and 6 stalks of celery. It'll just depends on the size of your celery stalks. And we just want to continue cooking that until they're kind of soft, and that should take about 3-4 minutes. Okay, so our vegetables have been cooking for a few minutes, and so now I'm going to add the liquid in here. Now the liquid, you can add broth if you want. I'm just gonna add water. And I only say that because if you make a vegetable stock, that's pretty much what you're doing in your vegetable stock. You're adding vegetables and you're adding water. So I just don't see the need to buy broth when you're gonna end up with the same type of flavoring. You might need to just add a little bit more salt or seasonings, but I think it would be totally fine. And it just makes this dish even more economical. So we're gonna add some water in here, and we need anywhere from 4 to 6 cups. It just kind of depends on how much broth you like in your soup. So I'm just gonna add enough just to kind of cover this by a few inches. And then if I need to add more, I can definitely add more later on. And of course, just adjust to your seasonings. Now to this, I have some rosemary and some bay leaves from my garden. My bay leaves are a little bit smaller than the normal large ones that you get in the store. I'm adding, quite a few here because they're tiny, but I think if you add like 2, maybe 3 bay leaves, that should be good. So I'm just gonna throw those in there. And then I'm just taking just 2 stalks of rosemary and just adding that. The other thing I'm adding is my cannellini beans. You can go ahead and do this the night before with dried beans, let them soak and let them cook. Or you can just use canned, and so I just cheated and used canned. So I have 2 cans of cannellini beans here, and I'm just gonna add that, and we're just gonna stir. I think I'm just gonna add just a little bit more water in here. And now at this point, I'm just gonna put the lid on, just so that a lot of that water doesn't evaporate, and I'm gonna let it cook probably for about 15-20 minutes, and we're gonna taste it for seasoning and see how our vegetables are doing, and then I'll show you what to do at that point. Now to get that creaminess of the soup, we need to take about 2 cups of our soup and place it in a blender, or you could use an immersion blender. But if you don't have one, a blender would be fine. We want to take 2 cups and we want to blend it until it's pureed, and then we can just go ahead and add it back into the soup. Now while the soup is cooking, I'm going to get the garnishes ready. And so I've got some green onions that I want to chop. I've also got some parsley that I want to finely mince, as well as some fresh baguettes that we're going to add as the side. All right, so now our soup has been cooking and I've tasted it for salt. I did add just a little bit more salt, and we can see it's beautifully creamy, but yet we can see those beans and carrots still intact here. So let's just go ahead and serve this. And you'll notice that there is still the bay leaves in here, and you might even see the rosemary, but the rosemary actually should be pretty much just the stem because the rosemary is floating everywhere. You can take these bay leaves out for your guests if you want, or you can just leave them in. It doesn't really matter. So how I like to garnish this is I do like to add a little bit of chopped onions. I do like to add a little bit of parsley, and you can add a little bit of red pepper flakes if you like a little bit of a spiciness to it. And then I like to take some olive oil and just kind of drizzle it on top like that. That's how they do it in Italy. And of course, we've got a couple pieces of our fresh bread. All right, so let's go ahead and just give this a try. That is really good. You can taste the earthiness of the rosemary plus the basil and the water. Even though we just used water and we didn't use broth, you can taste the vegetables that definitely has come through. It's a very full flavored aromatic soup. It's total comfort food at its best. I hope you guys give this one a try and go ahead and pair it with this dish right here. You're gonna love it. And until next time, I'm Chef Lucia and I'll see ya. Ciao.